Guess who's back? Oof, oof, back again. Guys, we are going back to the gym. Who's excited? I'm excited. We are going back to the gym. I'm ready for it. I need it. I obviously appreciate if you are not UK based, you may be already back in the gym. We have not had the gym, and I basically myself haven't gymmed for the last year, so it can be quite overwhelming having to go back into it. But do not worry, guys, I've got you. You've asked me a few questions. I asked on my Instagram, asked me anything about going back to gym. You've asked, I'm here to answer. Don't worry, we are in this together. There are so many of us in the exact same boat, and I promise you, how you are feeling right now, you are not the only one. We are all feeling it, but it's fine. We have to turn that nervousness into an excitement, and it's going to be great. We just don't need to overwhelm ourselves. I'm going to get into the questions. I'm seeing it as like a new challenge, new perspective. It's like, okay, I've lost strength for sure. I've not been lifting as heavy as I would have in the gym remotely. It's going to be a really fun process because we're going to be able to see how how we're going to get back to our strength. So we're going to start off lower. For example, if you used to lifting like a 20 kg, 2 10s in each hand on your like RDLs, and then you go down to 5 in each hand now, it's going to be a really fun way to see how we can build our strength. And I think we'll all be surprised how quick we will get it back. But one thing I will always recommend is please do not overdo it. Do not go back into the gym and go, right, I'm going to go back on those weights that I did when I left, because that is going to be incredibly demotivating. Because realistically, unless you've been lifting that heavy at home, our strength is going to have just decreased a little bit, so we are going to need to build it back up. So please just ensure that you don't go in all guns blazing with the really heavy weights, because you're going to try it, it's going to be really hard, that's going to feel really demotivating, because it's going to feel like a little bit like, oh, you'll feel a little bit defeated. So instead, we just start lighter, we work our way up to it. There is absolutely no reason to feel nervous about it. It is a completely normal, natural thing that is going to have happened to hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people, because we've all been working out at home. I think what we need to try and do is take away the positives that we have got from working out at home. I know I have got so many positives that I've learned so much about myself working out from home, which I can now take into the gym. So just try and flip it on its head a little bit, and do it that way. For example, I feel like my confidence is going to be more now that I've kind of worked out at home. Going into the gym, I just feel like it's given me a new lease of life, and it's also given me a bit of more excitement now, because we haven't been able to go. I'm like, oh yeah, get me back in that gym. The next question: when going into the gym, make sure you have a routine there. You know exactly what you're going to do. We have a plan, we know what we're doing, and if you are going at really peak times when it is just absolutely rammed, you need to maybe focus on, especially going first back, I feel like, I'm not sure which way it's going to go. It's either going to be absolutely jam-packed, or it's actually not going to be that bad. But if it is jam-packed and you're having to wait for machines, etc., one, you're allowed to, mix up your routine a little bit. You don't say, if it goes squat to leg press to Bulgarian split squat, you don't have to, you can do it in a different order. It doesn't necessarily always have to be in that exact order. You just want to make sure that you're keeping your body moving. If the gym is absolutely rammed, and all the machines everywhere, it's all taken, I would just say try and do a workout that is going to be in kind of one area. You can kind of stay there, either one piece of equipment, or have a bench, dumbbells, kettlebells, and smash your workout in that area until the kind of, maybe the gyms get a little bit quieter and everything, and you'll be able to follow the routine a little bit better. Also, there's absolutely no harm in just going up to someone and saying, hello, how long have you got left on the machine, etc. And then they'll usually say, oh, I've just got another set or something, or say, can we superset together? It's always that, the first time you do that, I've done that, and I was like, muster up the courage, oh my god, okay, I'm gonna go and ask you. Honestly, it's like anything, after a few times of doing it, it's not embarrassing. You just want to use the machine that they're using, and why can we not all just use the machines and like talk and let me know when you're going to finish, because I'm going to use it then. And then that way as well, you're able to kind of tell where you can go. If they're like, I'm going to be here for another 10 minutes, you're like, okay, cool, I can maybe go and do some dumbbell stuff instead. So hopefully that one helps. There is a massive, and I've had questions as well about feeling like intimidated going back into the gym and stuff. Like, I feel it too. To feel like you're not being judged, to just know that you're not being judged, because it's like in any walks of life, if someone is judging you, like, they have to be very, very perfect, which doesn't exist, to be judging you in the first place. And I really highly, highly doubt that anyone would judge anyone else trying to work on themselves and their fitness goals. Also remember that anyone who is also in the gym with you is also doing exactly that. They are there to work on themselves. Also, we haven't been in the gym for a year. Like, you know, guys, people are gonna wanna go back in, work on themselves, you know, have their music in, like, get in the zone. And that is what I recommend for you guys to do. Get a really banging playlist. Know what you're gonna do when you enter the gym, so that you're not kind of looking around or wondering like, oh God, shall I go there? Should I do this? You already know. So then that kind of like external judgment won't feel as much. Also, I do feel like with home workouts, and knowing yourself a little bit more and potentially progressing at home and building that confidence up at home, which I know so many people have done, then when you go back into the gym, take that exact same confidence, because we're all there to do the same thing. We're all there just to feel good, work on ourselves, and have a little bit of time to ourselves as well. So I get it. It can be incredibly intimidating. Last year I think when we came out of the first lockdown, I went to go to the gym. I walked straight back out because I was like, oh my God, there was so many men. And I was just like, oh my God, this is too stressful, which may happen to you, which is totally fine, but do not let that, like, didn't defeat me. I went back in another time and I absolutely smashed the workout and it was fine. And, you know, if that does happen to you, that's also fine. Like, you know, sometimes it just might not be your day. You know, another tip, you know, potentially go with a friend if you're not feeling that confident, have a workout together, and then know what everything is, and then the next time you go in on your own, you know exactly what you're doing because you've just done it with your friend. People, if anything, in the gym would probably help you if you ask them something, or if you're feeling judged, or am I doing this right, then always ask for help. Obviously on my app as well, on each and every exercise, it does have a full rundown of exactly how to do the workout, and then exactly how to perform the exercise, and then obviously the demonstration. So if you are kind of feeling unsure on that, that is also there to help you. Don't worry, I will literally be there in your pocket with you as your little gym buddy. But just know it's not on you, and if anyone is looking at you judgy, like, I promise you, they're 9 times and a half more probably not. They're probably checking themselves in the mirror, which might be behind you. Next question. I personally am going to go back to the gym, but I'm just going to ease myself back into it. So another question I've got asked quite a lot is what my workout split's going to be. I think I'm going to start off with the intermediate 3 days a week. From within my app, and then kind of see where we go from there. I might even do 2. If I go, right, I'm going to do 5 days a week as soon as I get back in the gym. That is so unrealistic. I know for a fact I am no way going to do that. So then I'm just going to feel really demotivated and feel really defeated when I haven't done all of that. I'm definitely going to go back in the gym, but I'm also definitely going to do my home workouts. I feel like I've learned so much from home workouts, like it's just you on your own, which is so nice. Sometimes you save so much time. So I think for, like, if you do my app, if you do like the energizers, the focus workouts where you just need like one piece of equipment and stuff like that, I think I'll probably do the half an hour and the 20-minute workouts at home still, because I really enjoy it. But also just for my head space, I need to go back to the gym because I'm just craving it now, and I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I'm definitely gonna go back to the gym. So similarly to kind of what I've just said, and this is obviously a really common one as well, I think it's so important to go in with a plan, know exactly what you're doing. Obviously my app will help you with that, because if you go in, like when I first went to the gym, I never went in with a plan. I would just go on the cross trainer and be like, okay, this is awkward, what am I doing here? No idea. And then be like, okay, and then I would just leave. So 100% go with a plan. As I said, all my exercise and everything has a full rundown of description, and we also have a learn section. So if you are a beginner, it's so important to look through that learn section, because you will learn so much about why you're training in that type of way, which is obviously very important, and it will also really build your confidence, because with knowledge you have confidence. Every single person in that gym was where you were at some point. I was where you were at some point, you know, and I still have my days where I feel shy, or, you know, whatever, and it's just kind of, that is what it is. And some days you'll feel like, you know, get Cardi B on and feel super confident, and it's also really exciting if you are a beginner, because you've got so much to look forward to learn, and I really think it's going to help you mentally and physically. So yeah, just, you know, it's really exciting, and I appreciate that, you know, that shyness and the nervousness will be there, but it's like anything, the more you do it, the better you'll become. So you've just got to try and stay consistent at it, and do things that you enjoy as well. I think that's so important, doing workouts that you actually enjoy, because if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to stay consistent. Whereas if you really enjoy something, I do feel like you stay more consistent, and therefore you feel those results a lot quicker. Finding what you love is important. Dun dun dun. So calves are highly down to genetics. Obviously you can of course train your calves. My calves, honestly, when I was younger, I just, like, the boys used to be like, how? And I used to be like, I don't know, mummy, why have I got these calves? But you gotta love it, you know, your imperfections become your strengths a lot of the time. So if you feel like there is something about you that is an imperfection, I promise you and assure you that it is not. You play your differences up. If you are slightly different, or you have something which you feel is different, that is your strength, I guarantee it. I've just got to thank these guys for, you know, carrying me every day. In my guides, my leg days and everything will, but it's gonna be good. Your routine, I feel like no matter what you're doing, if you don't know if you're going to work until 2 or whatever, I feel like it's so important to try and stick to a routine. For me, working out in the mornings is like, that is the best for me personally. That doesn't mean that I'm going to progress more than anyone else or anything. It makes no difference. If I did a 6 AM workout or if I did a 9 PM workout, it does not matter to my progress at all if I'm doing the exact same workout. But for me, I just love getting it done in the morning. So I think it's just finding out what works best for you. If you love working out first thing in the morning, that's what you got to do. You got to go, right, set my alarm, I'm getting up, I'm doing that. If it's in the evening, you've got to try and stick to it. Obviously things are opening up again, so in the evenings you may have like plans, etc. So it's probably maybe more realistic to try and set that goal a little bit earlier, even if it's just for 20 minutes, half an hour. Try and get it in early in the day. Write yourself a routine and let that become your, you know, that's when I'm going to try and do like 3 days a week. Monday 9 AM, Wednesday 6 AM, Friday whenever, and just try and stick to it. Because if you go, oh, I'll do it sometime in the morning, I'll do it then, that's just gonna wave away. The next thing you know, it's 6 o'clock at night and you still haven't done your workout. Get up, get your stuff ready the night before, put it on, put some music on, know what you're doing, get to it. I'm gonna answer one more because I feel like hopefully a lot of that has covered a lot of your guys' questions. I'm gonna finish on this one because I feel like it's a really common thing. It's not just about the gym. There is no exact exercise or exact workout that is going to give you, you know, that waist or get rid of your kangaroo pouch. That sounds very cute, but obviously, yeah, there is absolutely no exact exercise or anything that is targeted just for that. It is about energy in, energy out, energy in. For our stomachs, as women as well, obviously we carry more fat than men because we need to, our hormones, etc. Carrying children, the pouch you're referring to is actually there to protect our ovaries. It's also highly down to our genetics. Some of us just carry fat in more areas. When you're in a calorie deficit and you are losing fat, we can't target where that fat is being lost from. It kind of will lose from everywhere, or some people might see results sooner on their upper body, might lose it on their legs more, etc. But that is where we have our ovaries, carry children, so that is why on women we tend to kind of see it more around our thighs, and that stomach area. So it's just genetics, and it's something that women have, so it's nothing to worry about it. But one exercise isn't going to change that. It has to be your overall health, so nutrition and your workout, so being consistent and hitting your nutrition goals. Obviously my app will help you with that massively. At the start, when you enter it, you put in your what your goals are, your weight, etc., what your nutrition needs are, and your workout split, etc., will all be done and tailored to you. I hope this little Q&A kind of helped you guys, and I can't wait to work out in the gym with you again, and have a lovely day with whatever you're doing. And if you did have any more questions, let me know in the comments. And that is all from me today.